see how it goes. We've only got the one viewer at the moment, but what happens usually with the live stream is the video just get posted to my channel anyway. So for those who missed it, they can obviously view it afterwards. But yeah, I've just got my new male here, Destan. Very rustic looking. You know, he's molting at the moment, so he's going through a weird phase. It's a bit of a shame when he came over. What happens is, you know, when they come through when they travel, they end up losing weight anyway. And obviously for Destan, because he was he's molting as well, so on top of the transport, he's obviously lost that extra bit of weight.
How much was it? 15 kilos?
About 15 kilos of weight, which is it's a horrible weight. You know, people struggle, you know, in the UFC as well. You know, imagine losing all that weight in a few days. It's not nice. Thank you very much, Terry. Yeah, Terry, one of our big supporters. So yeah, start with Destan. How you doing, Terry? You alright? Start with Destan at the moment. How's the quality looking? Because obviously I'm having a bit of network issues at the moment. Hey, Destan. Alright, boy. So yeah, this is usually where I bring the dogs down here. You know, the infamous field. I'll bring that. They bring them up at night. You know, on the big 40 meters. Obviously, Destan, yeah, good, thank you, mate. Quality could definitely be better. It's like 360p. I don't think I can do anything about it at the moment. The connection's been quite bad. Obviously, if you can just stay and watch, it'll be alright. Obviously, it's my first live stream, so I'm still getting used to it.
If there's any questions, please ask.
Yeah, so if there's any questions, if anyone wants to know anything about, possibly just him, because I'm kind of dedicating this. How you doing, Kenneth? You alright? What do you think of the new male?
Kenneth's in here as well.
Yeah. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you. Yeah, so actually, if you look at his tail, it sits perfectly. This is how a Kangal tail should be. A nice little curl here. It sits perfectly in between. I'm not holding it or anything. That's how it is. It's just perfect. Yeah. Like I said, he's putting on some weight. He's just stretching. So we've got him on a. Yeah, he's quite a calm dog to walk anyway. He's not any trouble whatsoever. He'll sit down, chill. He'll move when he has to. He's not. What do you say? Yeah, they can see him. I don't know if can they see him? Yeah, so I've got my brother on another live stream just to check if all the cameras and everything good. He sit bro, can't wait to see all of them. Thank you, Seb. Head looks very good. Yep. Cobb, he sit bro, can't wait. Bro, I can't wait for you to see him, man. He's a wicked dog. Like I said, he's swollen everywhere. He's got all these scars on his head. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. His nickname was Scarface. So he's got some cuts there. He's an interesting character of a dog. Doesn't want to cause any trouble with anyone, but show us his teeth. Oh, you want to see his teeth? Yes. You gonna let me touch your teeth? Yeah. It's the biggest teeth I've seen on a dog. The only ones that are close is Sargons, you know, Central Asian. But yeah. How old is he? He's about, well, the passport say 2. I don't really believe that. I think I can see a puppy in him, but I can also see him being older than 2 as well. He's around the 2 mark, definitely. But obviously, when you bring these dogs over, you can't know guaranteed, innit? You know, they don't have a specific birthday whatsoever. Yeah. We've got 4 people in this live stream. Wicked. What's his diet been like? So we've been switching up quite a lot just to see what he's used to. He likes a really back home sort of diet, so a lot of carbs, pasta, bread. give him the minced meat as well. Obviously it's got some extra factors in there. Salmon oil, which is good obviously for his coat. When he came over he looked fucked, but right now he looks better, not where we want him. Any litters to look forward to? Yeah, I will be breeding him. I'm not sure when, but he'll definitely be paired up, possibly to Sultana, most likely, isn't it? Yeah, but just obviously just keep an eye out on the Insta, and you'll see exactly who I'll be breeding with, etc. You know. Yeah, it's just casual. Nice weather today. Not too hot, not too cold.
It's a raw video.
Yeah, so for all you know, a dog may come try attacking him and they'll be on live stream, so whoever's watching will really be coming to the meet. Yeah, if he's in good shape, I'll be bringing him to the meet. I think he looks alright now. It's just that because I've seen him back what he used to look like, you know, back home with all the videos that were taken. I kind of want him to be at that level before I do decide to bring him to the meet. So the meet that I arranged for the other week, I wouldn't have brought him anyway, but obviously with the weather and everything, it's good I didn't bring any of the dogs. But if I had brought a dog, it would probably been Tala's, most likely. Oh, you want me to bring him to the next meet? Kenneth, if I bring him to the next meet, you've got to bring all three of your dogs as well. Paulina, I want to see Paulina the most because I know she's a bit of a savage. Yeah. But yeah, Kenneth, you should be doing some live streams as well. It'll be it's good, man, just to get a bit of raw footage into the onto your YouTube as well. A bit of day in the life. Yeah, it's just eyeing out. That's yeah. Like I said, you can kind of imagine how this place is. Definitely, Robin. Bro, you gotta make sure you gotta bring all of them. You can see what this place will be like at night. Obviously, at the moment, there's no wildlife or anything here. But in the evenings and late nights, if I shine a flashlight out there, you'll see about 5-6 different eyes, rabbits, foxes, badgers. They just all come out. You can see just a lot of wildlife around here, boys. It's all hiding at the moment. Obviously, this smell will be perfect for it. How have him and Tala's been? They've been okay. I take them out for walks together. It's not an issue. This is what you get with these working dogs. They'll just come and just want affection. Because I don't really get it back home. You can see it's sort of swollen here, swollen here. That's all. You're not gonna let me talk. Yeah, so I've been laying them out together, taking them for walks, and they've been okay, not a problem. But as soon as I take them back to the house, there's females there, and then it's just nightmare. So I can't really let them out together. Back home, he's gone over there because he's like, yo, he's going to show me some affection. It's a nice place to chill. I'm gonna do a video of Tala's and Destan's interaction, like a proper one, because whenever they do see each other when they go for walks, because I don't keep them out together much, as in like if I've got Tala's, I'll have him locked up in a place where Destan can't see him or anything, because obviously it gets a bit too hectic otherwise, especially with the females. Obviously I want them both to be very relaxed and chilled with one another. So when I'm going to bring Tala's next time, I'll probably make a video out of it and you can see what the interaction is like. And yeah, each time's different. Sometimes Destan grows, sometimes Tala's grows, sometimes it's alright. Just really depends. See him. He's a wicked dog, man. Wicked dog. So obviously back home he was he's known as the quiet dog, but when things get serious, you know, the shepherd's got full trust in him to deal with it. Obviously, like I said, his nickname was Scarface. You can imagine why he's called Scarface. Obviously, because it's a lot different, the environment back home, than it is to here. Here, I can let him off the leash if I wanted to. He's going to go around, he's probably going to come back with no scratches, nothing. He's not going to be into it. So can get into a fight with about 4 or 5 different street dogs at the same time, and obviously if you can show that sort of presence, this is why, you know, with the Kangals especially, that's why they're so, like, what's the word? You know, no, you're like, I'm trying to explain, you know, like one Kangal, if you went up to a street dog, just him alone, his presence could scare the street dogs away. Because you don't want to get into a fight with one of these, do you know what I mean? Pictures are not, like, they don't do this dog justice. When you see him in person, I'm sure a few of you have seen him in person on the stream. I know one has, and yeah, he can vouch for me that, you know, it's a serious piece of kit. I mean, him on his thing here, it's just all muscle. He's a stocky, snumpy little man. Yeah.
15 kilos.
Yeah, so he's lost 15 kilos, which is a shame, to be fair. Like,
He's got some back now, don't get me wrong.
when he first came, he was more tucked up there. His stomach was, you could tell that his stomach was a lot weaker. He was shedding everywhere. He just looked like a mess, to be fair. His rib cage was showing.
For the first 4 days, they want to eat.
Yeah, for 4 days, not straight. He just didn't want to eat, and what he was eating, it was just minimal. I think what it was is because the weather was really hot when he came here. And it's a different environment, and he's not used to, like, his a fox. He wants to feed us. He's gonna sit and watch him. There's a fox there.
I'm scared of my hand. You know, just a little PTSD with my hand.
You're gonna have to run with me. Oh, nice. So he's just in a fox. It's just gone down there. Oh shit, my keys. Oh, my keys. I'm gonna keep up with him. I'm gonna keep up with him. So we don't know where he's gone. In here. Let's see if I can get a bit closer. No, you can't see nothing. 1 second. So he's in there somewhere.
I'll see him, he's in there.
Here we still got him on the leash.
This is what I mean. Well, you lost your dog.
No. Oh shit, my phone.
Your phone's useless anyway.
Oh yeah, my phone's useless, I know.
Destan.
So, we wish we could have let him off.
You see what I mean? It's just a bit of a... Usually I'll have them on the 40 metre, but I didn't think I'd see a fox at the time, do you know what I mean?
It was weird. He come out here and he was sat to a bird. Destan.
The fox has probably gone into its...
Wait, no, the fox can manoeuvre around here.
Like I said, this is raw footage anyway. I've never seen him do this because I've not had a fox.
We haven't really been out to see a fox with him yet properly.
Let me go in again.
It's off Kangal, the donut.
Yeah, let me go in.
Hold on. Let's see what the fuss is about, mate. Oh, he's gone.
He's there. I think he's tangled, isn't he? Destan.
Let's go in and see it. The things you gotta do for these dogs is... Oh mate, there's nettles everywhere. Oh, I don't give a fuck. He's chilling in there, you know.
I think he's tangled.
Probably is.
You'll go in there soon.
You can go in if you want.
Give me a camera. Come on, put up.
Oh, if you lot can see him, he's there. Yeah, come on. Give me a little pull. Terry, it was a fox that he's seen in there. Yeah. There he is. No, he's fucking...
He brought a bush back with him instead.
Yeah, pass it. Everyone. Now imagine this place at night. Do you know what I mean? I said there's a lot of wildlife that comes here, so that fox. Good boy. Maybe he catches a fox today. Who knows? Huh? I said maybe he catches a fox today. One thing I've noticed with these working dogs as well, I know each dog's different, but with Destan, he'll never have a poo in the house, you know, in his little section. He'll wait till he comes out and he'll hold a poo in for about, I tend to take him out every 2 days. So yeah, he'll hold a poo in for 2 days and then he'll come and then he'll just flush his system out and then he'll be ready.
The only reason we do take him out every other day though, instead of every day, just because of his weight gain at the moment. You go back up to your hill, bro?
Terry, he found a fox in the there was a fox earlier, but obviously we didn't catch it because obviously he's not on the bigger leash, he's just on a smaller leash at the moment. So we're just walking him around, see what he's like. Just walk him on the outskirts. Walk him on the outskirts. Like I said, he's not a troublemaker. He's not a troublemaker. But he's a dog in there.
We've not seen him bark out the yet.
The only time that he'll bark is, you know, in the evening.
Yeah.
That's when he'll bark, sometimes in the night. Sometimes he'll bark at nothing and there's probably some sort of ghost there that we don't see. Destan. Wait, what's the last miss? Where do you think the next meet will be at? The next meet will be this. Go on.
Yeah.
Bring him. The next meet will probably be in London somewhere, possibly Enfield, maybe just outside of Enfield. You know, I've got to travel 2.5 hours for it regardless, and most of the community, like the Kangal community, is in London or near in London. So it'll just be better if we just do it there. I'm happy to do the trip regardless, even if it's a 5-6 hour trip. I'll do it. Next week's pretty interesting for Destan. So next week we're heading to a place, at one of my friend's place. He's got basically a locked off area. I don't know how many acres, it's a silly amount. And yeah, we're just gonna tracking collars, let him off. And yeah, with 2 of the females and just see how he does. I'm sure he'll catch something because there tends to be quite a lot of wildlife there. And the guys caught something during the day there, so... Are we going to go in the evening or in the morning?
Morning, early morning.
Early morning, so yeah, early morning.
Hopefully we'll get some good together.
Yeah. So we've got 9 people viewing. I appreciate you all watching. All 9 of you. You know, even if one person was viewing, I'll be more than happy. And obviously, you know, just a thank you to everyone that's showing me support.
Are we doing a giveaway at 2K?
Yeah. So at 2,000 subscribers, so it's not really that far. We're giving away some collars. To one of you guys.
2 collars.
We've got 2 collars, so there's not just going to be 1 winner. There'll be 2 winners.
And a leash.
And possibly a leash. But we'll see. We'll see about that. Because you know, I've got a few leashes at home, which possibly could give away. Yeah, to be fair. But yeah, it'll be the collars mostly. So it'll be interesting just to see who wins that. You know. And thank you, Troy Emra Tanriver. I don't know how to pronounce his name. He probably doesn't even understand what I'm saying because he's in Turkish. But Emra, maybe you watched this video. Thank you. This is one of the standard collars we've got. I know Kenneth's got one of these, which I still haven't gave it to him, but he said he's not in any rush, so
Patiently wait.
yeah, Kenneth, I like your patience, because it'll be worth it. So yeah. But what does everyone think? Do you like him? How he's looking at the moment? Obviously, he can be better, but no. I want to take this green thing off, man. It's sticky. It's sticky though.
Huh?
I don't know what it is. Let me take it off. Nice. Oh, you ain't gonna get that off. You need two hands.
Nah, it's fine, man. He wants to bring you back.
It's a little collector's item. Anyone got any questions? Let me know.
What do people want to know?
You tell me what you want to know. All seven of you.
It doesn't have to be just about Destan.
It doesn't even have to be dog related.
It could be anything.
You can ask me what I ate this morning. I'll tell you what I ate this morning. In fact, I haven't ate yet. So
Yeah, you have your liar. No, you ain't.
yeah, all I've had a Red Bull.
Your nip bag just had a Red Bull.
Yeah, I've had my Red Bull for the day. So you're still a dog over there. No problem.
I think he wouldn't even, if he was off the leash, he'd go up to have a standoff. What we've been told about him is the dog shows any sort of aggression. Oh. And then Destan turns into Destan.
Let's head back there.
You take him up there?
Up there. No, we're just gonna sit back down over there. I was trying to just see what.
Little spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey boy. He's got a very similar trot to Talad. The live stream cut out.
No. It's just hide, I'm trying to hide the chat.
Yeah. Just another dog.
It's a little wicked trot. I could even put him in the show. If anyone wants me to put him in a show, to see how he does, just let me know. Like I said, his tail's positioned perfectly.
Mashallah.
He's trotting perfectly as well. He's a bit slouched at the moment, but obviously that will change.
And his head, you have to see the dog in person.
Yeah. So we've met up with. So we have taken him out. We've taken him to Zorbay and Zorro, just to make a little video out of that. Obviously, when that video was taken, Destan looked. That's probably worse. It just looked like a bit of a mess, to be fair.
He was depressed, that's why.
Yeah,
You could tell from him that he was depressed.
Like if you look at him now, he looks happy. Whereas in that video, he just didn't want to be there, to be fair. Obviously, that's fine. Obviously, what I was saying earlier before we saw the fox, his work schedule back home is completely different to what it is like here. Over there, he'll wake up in the morning, and that's it. He's gonna go. He's gonna go to the sheep's. To the sheep.
It was him. So in his little pack that he had, it was him and two females, I believe.
Oh yeah.
And he had a flock of whatever it was, a group or a herd or whatever, 500 sheep.
Yeah. So he's guarding 500 sheep. Him and what was it?
Just two females.
Just two females.
And that's no joke.
Oh, of course not.
Where
Man.
them as well.
There was little puppies as well.
Oh,
From Poyraz or Amk, I'm not too sure from which one. But obviously this man was in charge. And
You've seen some people at the top of the hill.
so Destan really likes that hill up there. He'll just sit down over there at the top and just observe. Like you saw that fox. I'm still
I'm still
baffled.
baffled that we've just seen a fox in the day here.
Yeah.
You
Just-
never see one here.
Never.
And it just come, the thing is, it come out to a bird and it just sat there with it.
Yeah. Chatted and let me see if anyone's messaged in the chat. No bro, can't wait for the leash, don't worry. How you doing, Hyder? You alright? I think you did Hyder drive past earlier, or was that his brother?
Hyder?
Is that Hyder?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be speeding, Hyder. Should be driving a lot slower and pay attention to the road. So some people have taken my boy's hill. So
No, we'll go through. That's probably Destan's favourite spot.
yeah, so
the
there's
high
some
grass, wherever it is.
There is videos of him working back home. I'll just keep that to myself. And I'm sure there'll come a day where
We're gonna have to shut some people up.
there's going to be a time where people are going to think, oh no, he's a show dog, or he's from showline parents.
It's the whole thing that happened with Zorro. Everyone was cussing Zorro, saying he's this dog, he's a show dog, he's never been on working. I don't know, it's just pure jealousy though, man. Like, when you see that dog in person, you know he's been somewhere.
Yeah.
You know he's been through some sort of battle. Look at that.
I don't know if any of you guys can see over there, but we need to see more of Sultana too. Yeah, man, I need to show you Sultana. But yeah, I might possibly bring her out tomorrow. Who knows? Whenever I do the next, I want to like on the live streams, I'll bring a different dog out so you get to see what is like a raw footage of what that dog's like. I mean, I can bring Brown, but you gonna show me your hand?
Oh, my hands are
Alright, let me explain the story first. So imagine we're out here with Baron. We've got him on a.
Let's take to a little shady area.
Oh, you're getting a bit PTSD.
Yeah, PTSD.
So imagine we're walking Baron on a big 40-meter climbing rope. We sat down, no dogs around, thinking yeah, it's fine.
It was hot that day.
It was
on the rope was hot.
My brother didn't wear any gloves. I told him to wear gloves. He didn't wear any gloves because yeah, it's not going to be a problem. Baron probably where the bushes are, some dogs are coming out with an old lady. Only some small little dogs, which just imagine there was other dogs as well. Baron must have saw.
No, but
Didn't really care.
The little one started barking.
Yeah. So Baron thought, you know what? Let me just go run over to him. Obviously, we don't want that to happen because not only is he going to go run over and he's going to attack the dogs, he's going to attack the owner as well. And you know we didn't want that. So my brother gripped onto the leash whilst Baron is in full sprint.
That's the fastest we've ever seen Baron sprint.
I think that's the fastest I've seen a dog sprint in a while, you know, like a big dog.
That was fast.
I always tell people Baron's a fast dog. He's just the size obviously, you know, misleads people. And
he literally dropped to the floor, full. I can't even get that, and he just went boom,
yeah.
sprinting.
And if you show him your hand, this is
this is healed now.
This is rope burn. Can you see that?
Is it?
Yeah.
This hand's alright.
The hand's all right from that
Basically,
side.
what it did, as I've gripped the rope like that, it's lunged me about
2-3 meters.
About 2-3 meters easy. And I looked down and I just seen white tissue everywhere. I was like, oh.
And he was crying.
I was not crying. I did pass out though, I think.
No, you did pass out. You were that bad. Turkish Kangal. Hello, Mertkan. Yes, this is probably one of the best Kangals at the moment in the UK. There's a pretty good, decent lineup of Kangals in the UK at the moment. Some solid pups, there's some solid working dogs as well. It's nice just to see them all here.
We never hate on anyone's dogs as well. Like, if we say there's a certain few Kangals that are the best, we're not saying your dog shit. No, we're nowhere near saying that. It's just for breed standard and what the dog's supposed to be. There's a select few, in my opinion, that are up there.
Yeah, of course.
You say the same.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know what he's doing down there.
He loves this type of grass. There's videos of him just sleeping in it.
Yo, Kenneth, I'm telling you, this big man was crying.
I was not crying. There's no tears that come out my eyes that day.
Who wants me to upload that video? I've got that video recorded. But I don't know if I'm going to upload it just for my brother's sake, man. I don't want to embarrass him, you know. I'm sure there's a couple of ladies out there that want my little bro, innit? Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I think the Kangal community is amazing. Like I feel like there's a lot of dog communities out there that just hate on one another, especially the XLs.
Yeah, let's just be honest. It's the XL game.
The XL game is a bit of a fucking joke at the moment. Whereas
with the XL game though, it's the odd few that are very genuine and real.
Mm-hmm.
The majority of the people that you'll find nowadays in the XL game, purely for money, and they're just stuck up people who think they've got a fucking Louis Vuitton bag on a leash with them 24/7. That's what it is.
See, with I'm not just saying Kangals. I'm saying just the dogs that are outside of your typical
Dogs,
yeah. So you've got your Alaska Malamutes, your Huskies, your Alabais, Caucasians, Kangals, Bullikut there. There are more, but obviously these are the main ones, and I think the community is quite like well put together.
even, you know what, working dogs in general, any breed of, if someone's got a proper true working dog, remember the lab that we've seen at Bobbington?
My Komodo dragon would eat it.
Fair enough.
You know, to be fair, the Komodo dragons are tough.
Fair enough.
If
it's a proper Komodo dragon, fair enough.
I mean, if it's a working Komodo dragon, then yeah, probably. I don't know how.
I don't know how Destan's gonna feel with that. To be fair.
Yeah, I think the dog would just go in that direction as far as he can go, man. So yeah,
Right.
no,
What are you doing?
see what he's doing. Bring him over here a bit. So it's a bit of a what you could say.
Sol said hello.
Who?
Sol.
Sol. Let me see. Sol. How you doing, bro? You okay? Thanks for joining the live stream. Yeah, this is Destan.
If you can share with people that I don't know may find it interesting to see Destan for the first time, if they want to ask us anything.
Literally any sort of question you have.
Ask anything. It's not got to be just about Destan. It's not got to be about our dogs. It can be about any dog or what we
How
think.
to look after, just any generic questions.
We get a lot of people calling our phone just for help on how to look after these dogs or what diets to put them on and everything. So
It got that hectic that I had to change my account from business back to personal because I had my phone number on the business one, and I had too many people just phoning me asking me, "Oh, can I buy a Kangal if I've got this? If I've got that?" Oh, he's tired himself. Go sort it out.
come here. Oi.
He ain't gonna come over here. He thinks
He'll figure himself out. He's a smart dog, man. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Good boy.
nah, he's trapped himself. So yeah, no, there's a bit of there's benefits and there's drawbacks with bringing a dog over from a different country. Now, some of the benefits are that a dog that's coming here, you want to explain the benefits.
The benefits of what?
Bringing a dog over here compared to a drawbacks. Obviously, the drawbacks are like there's more space over there. He's got more freedom.
The drawbacks, the simple ones, especially when you get working. Are we going off Kangals or anything?
Just from what I experienced.
They come from a lot of space back home, and even if you've got, let's say you've got 20 acres here for them, that's still nothing to them. They'll look at 20 acres like it's their front garden or something. Because realistically speaking, back home, they go out into a mountain. Like this man, for example, he went off with London Kangals to Keene because they used to be in the same group. For 3 days, they didn't come back. And the space is a big problem, but they deal with it after a bit. Another big drawback, I'd probably say the weight issue. What do you think?
Yeah, but the thing is, they have to work. They have to work for their food over there. Whereas here, they can live more of a lavish life. Eat. I don't want my dogs to sit.
Like when they come over and travel, we've noticed. You know, with all the dogs, when Talia come over, Sultana come over, a lot of them. You have to think this dog's not in a car, or not been in a car, should I say, ever.
Yeah.
When you put him in a car that comes from Turkey all the way through to the UK, and
that's a long trip.
That's a long trip.
Now imagine yourself doing that trip. How many pit stops you're gonna have? These dogs, they're on the road 24/7.
The state that these dogs come in is horrendous. And to be fair, Destan didn't come over too bad in terms of. So, for example, we had a. Was it the Corsos?
Would a Kangal get along with a German Shepherd? Yeah, if the Kangal's grown up around the German Shepherd or vice versa, yeah, not a problem. People just assume, oh, these dogs don't get along with anything. But if they're socialised correctly from young, you're not going to have any sort of issues. And to be fair, it also depends on the dog. So this dog, he's not going to mind a female German Shepherd. With a male, depending on how that male reacts, if the male accepts that this dog's the alpha, it's not going to be an issue. But if the German Shepherd decides to, play his mouth or anything, then obviously there's going to be a bit of conflict.
We've not seen it in person. We hope we don't have to. But let's be honest, when there's irresponsible owners out there that let the dogs loose.
A lot of people think, oh, these dogs are this very aggressive sort of dog. I mean, I'll probably post a video on this because I'm where I am at the moment. I'm not going to see any sort of kids or anything that want to pet the dogs.
Perfect example was today when we were speaking to Sammy and that.
Oh yeah.
The exact same people that hate us around here, despise us, say our dog's aggressive. They walk past with their two dogs going crazy. Destan looks at them and digs.
Yeah, yeah. I need to bring
I don't
Rin
know.
and Paulina to meet Sultana. Yeah, I think that'll make for an interesting little meet. I think they all get along anyway. Sultana's really friendly as well. It's just that
What dog are they?
where they're the smallest dogs I've seen.
That one in front especially.
Mhm.
I don't think your camera's going to be able to zoom in on that.
How you doing, Lavan? You right? I don't know what
Lavan. Oh, is it? It's still on.
Zeke, German Shepherd, got along with Talas, and I think Destan more chill than Talas. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Destan's more chilled, but
He's more chilled, but he's not at the same time. In my
Destan don't like a dog in his face, whereas Talas doesn't mind. Talas will just be like, "You look, you probably chilled out anyway." Whereas Destan's more like,
all I'm saying, Lavan, when we came and seen Shakti, bro, she's a sick dog, man.
Shakti's wicked, man. Mashallah, she's the best female I've seen.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm talking about through Instagram as well, not just in person, because there's not many female Caucasians around here. Right? In fact, I've not really seen one around here. But through Instagram and whatever, pictures don't do her justice. She's tense.
Wicked, man.
Yeah, and I think she'll breed really nicely with Rakshan. I think they'll produce some nice pups. I'm happy to promote, solid breedings.
Sit down, yeah. I think that's all he wants, you know.
Yeah, I'm happy to promote all sorts of some solid breedings. I'm not going to promote as me and Lavan were speaking the other day. There was some guy selling some mixes for £2,200. Some useless sort of, I don't know what sort of dogs they were, like Cocker Spaniel cross something for £2,200. But found it okay to say that I'm not going to pay anything more than £1,000 for a Caucasian Shepherd working dog.
Stupid.
Do you know what I mean?
Stupid.
I mean,
If I was like I don't know, if I could just fix the price of all dogs, these dogs, Kangals, Caucasians, your Tibetans, a proper Tibetan anyway, Alawais, a lot of them, they'd be probably the highest valued dogs going.
look what you're getting. Look what you're getting from these sort of dogs.
They're majestic dogs. They do the work. They protect. They're sensible.
My Anatolian is fine with my family's dog, poodles, dog pugs, and a Jack Russell. But when it comes to vicious big dogs, he'll go off. Yeah, but that's what you want in a dog. It's the same with a human as well. He's gonna mind his own business.
We've had these debates before, haven't we?
What?
About
Yeah.
like,
So
how if a dog's aggressive, if you back it up, it's gonna eventually bite. It's the same with the human. You can only push a human back so much before you eventually is gonna go into fight or flight.
exactly. So look, he's going to mind his own business. If a dog came and tried to attack him, what do you expect? Do you know what I mean? The same way if someone come up and slap my brother, if my brother's just going to stand there, it's just common sense. But Anatolian, it's perfect. If you're saying that it gets on with your family and the dogs and whatever, but if other dog tries it or gives it the big one, then he reacts, and then you've got a perfectly well balanced dog.
But nowadays, if you've got a big dog, and so for example, that little dog over there, I don't know if you can show it on camera quickly. The little dog's all the way back there.
Nah, they're not going to be able to see that.
Nah.
No.
But if that little dog was to come up to our dogs and go berserk and my dog ends up biting it, we're going to get the blame, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the bigger dog, that's just what happens. That was a lovely shot.
Bro, if Kangals were from America instead of Turkey, the pricing would be very different.
100%.
Yeah, 100% Lavan.
Or if you had these flipping or bossy kennels and all this. No hate to bossy kennels or nothing, by the way. I'm just giving an example.
Yeah, no, it's just I feel like it's just a bit sad how the pricing and the dog market's all changed, and I feel like it's just going to get even worse, to be fair. Now that the demand's going to go a bit lower, just because with the COVID and whatever, when the lockdown eases, not many people are going to be able to have these dogs.
So we had one gentleman, remember when what's it called? Remember when Lee's Azra came? When Azra came, and they got that XL guy that wanted a dog from us.
Which? Oh yeah.
He was saying he wanted this Kangal to protect his XLs.
Yeah.
He's like, you basically buying my dog off me, one of these.
As a security dog.
As a security dog, just to defend your designer dogs. But here's a good test for him.
Yeah, look, we see some
bar on.
some dogs there. You got Destan. He's got his eyes on him, but that's it.
You may get up when they go around the corner.
You may get up,
When they
yeah,
go
like you
through.
may just go sniff over there, but like I said, it's not an issue. Who else is saying what? Bro, you've seen the amount of dogs being stolen lately. Yeah, I watched the Vice documentary. Well, I watched little bits from it because I don't really like watching that type of stuff because I don't really like it. You know, what some people are doing. But then again, like me and my brother were talking about it, and I was speaking to Lavan about it as well. I mean, if you're promoting a dog on your Instagram saying, "Oh, it's the best male dog in the country," and you're putting prices up and figures saying that 8,000.
Stupid prices.
Yeah.
A pick of a litter pup will go for what, 15 grand nowadays, 20 grand.
You're gonna obviously get attracted to people that want to come and steal your dogs just because you're flashing it around. You know, if you're sensible about it, you'll never even post any of that up, like prices and whatever.
We
And
don't
people
agree,
wouldn't even.
we don't agree with it that they're saying it's right at all. What's happening?
Of course, yeah, no.
Well,
It's a bit of a.
It's one of those. It's just common sense. You don't go around flashing your business everywhere for every Joey see.
Yeah.
Because there's someone out there that as soon as you say you've got a 20 grand dog, that's it. You've been put on high alert, really, or high risk, whatever it is.
Yeah. And the thing is, with these XLs and whatever, half of them can't even guard or anything. So it's just easy walking. You get the pups and you go. And obviously, it's a bit of a shame, to be fair, on the pups
It's
and the
sad.
dogs. It's really sad because obviously they're going to these new homes and they're getting sold on the black markets to people that probably keep the dog for a bit, and then the dog's gonna end up rehomed and it's gonna end up in a shelter. So yeah, it's just
that documentary that came out, the group in
yeah.
Birmingham, I think, which ain't too far from us, but they're saying how they just happily, a puppy, they'll just take its microchip out whilst it's awake, they'll just slit the back of its neck to get the microchip out. And if you think about that, how bad that is for a dog, it's just common sense. It's just a bit messed up, isn't it?
Yes. You should do another house invasion video with Destan and see how aggressive he gets. I'm not really a big fan of these protection videos of with the Kangals and whatever. I'm not really fussed to see how this dog would react. I just feel like it should just be a natural. God forbid anything does happen, I want it to be just a one-time thing where the dog will react. I know the dog will react.
The best way to describe that, Baron, we've raised to be like that. As soon as he come over, that's how we wanted him to be, a straight psychopath. Yeah.
Mhm.
Same with Reva. He's grown up around people for his whole life. He's grown up around aggressive people that are coming up to old people, you name it. So he naturally knows when to switch. So when you take him out on a night, for example, and someone's got a hood up naturally, or they're walking around, they may have a bat on him, whatever it may be, he'll let off a bark to let them know.
Yeah, so it's just naturally in them, like, and it's the same. I know, for example, with I'll use Rukshan first as an example. Look how lovely and calm he is when he's outside. You know, when he's walking around, when he sees new people, if the person comes towards him with calm energy, whereas if he's in the house, I saw the video yesterday or the day before on his story, how I think it was his neighbour or someone was making sounds or walking across the alleyway, and how Rukshan and Shakti were reacting. Rukshan was obviously, because he's the male, he's going to be more vocal, and he was right next to where the threat was, whereas Shakti, she was further back next to Lavan. Now the reason is, if there's a few reasons for that. Firstly, the male doesn't want the female to get involved because the male's confident enough to sort it out himself, and Shakti, she's more a female is more affectionate, like not affection, more protective over the actual owner themselves. So it was nice to see that, and that was a natural reaction. So basically, to answer your question, I don't think I want to do a home invasion with these dogs. If I see them react, I'll post a video up.
It's one of them. With this live stream now, we'll have to do one on the night when we've got the lighting fixed. It's just at night you can hardly see anything in it.
It's just a bit. We have got some plans.
Sultana, though, she's a perfect example.
Yeah.
Everybody's seen her when she's out, how friendly she is. She plays around, goes on her back, everything, wants a belly rubbed. At home, no stranger can come unwelcomed. We had Ardy and Anissa come over, and at first she was going ballistic, Sultana, but once we calmed her down, she calmed down herself, but even still she was on edge 24/7. When you bring her out on the night, she sees someone, she'll let off her barks. So they're all different, but they have all got it in them.
I don't think anyone has the balls to try steal a Kangal.
It's not even that. I don't know. It's just I don't think no one would steal a Kangal purely for the fact they just don't sell, like how some designer dogs do.
I feel like if these dogs are fetching for 10 grand, I'm sure there'll be ways for someone to come try stealing these dogs.
Some jackass out there who's gonna get paid a little bit from the cut, who will happily put his life on the line to steal a dog. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Because, for example, Destan, he's mashallah the best of the best males you can get, but he, realistically, you can't sell him. You can't put him up on like Pets for Homes or something for 15 grand, can you? And hope someone buy in the UK because they just don't know about these dogs.
If everyone knew about these dogs will they'll sell for a fortune, a lot more, and the market will just switch completely. Do you know, like with the XLs will probably be selling for a couple £100.
But don't get me wrong, XLs are.
They're nice.
XLs, they're lovely dogs.
No, they're nice dogs, but I just feel like too many people have got them, and the market's just getting washed. And most of the people that are breeding them dogs at the moment, in a few months' time, when lockdown eases and whatever, eventually it's going to ease, and you're going to go back to your ordinary, normal jobs. You're not going to have time for these dogs.
That's, you know, these become a big headache for you.
And then you're going to get all sorts of bans happening in the UK, and then you're going to blame the government for it when it's not actually the government. It's actually yourself. You know, not being able to raise these dogs properly and just being stupid and just going out and buying dogs and whatever. You can see with us, we're really passionate about these dogs. I mean, if I've seen some people message me saying that you're just doing it for the money. I mean, if we were doing it just for the money, I'm sure we can think of other breeds to go into. You know, if you look on Pets for Home as well, you can see the popularity level of each and every breed. You look at, for example, like a Labrador, it's probably in the top 5.
A cockapoo.
A cockapoo's number 1. I don't really know about them, but like
Labrador.
Kangals are like in the hundreds out of all the breeds, and there's about 250 breeds on there. Now, from a business point of view, is it wise for us to only do it for money? It's not.
We've had friends and family who think we've got into the business like this just for the money side of it, which it was never that. We just had a strong passion for dogs. I got into it first, by the way, just saying, and I got my brother into it to follow me. But there's certain dogs. For example, cockapoos. How many of them could we have at our place?
Oh, mate.
You could probably have 100.
We've got a fairly decent sized garden. I don't like showing it because just for personal privacy.
Again, that's the whole thing about not getting your place robbed. We don't like to show it.
So I only record outwards. People always ask me, oh, can you do like a kennel video on that? I will do one eventually, but let me just get a bigger plot, and then I'll start doing it that way. It'll be in the middle of nowhere, and no one's going to know the exact location. Whereas if I do it near my house, someone's going to find out, and it's obvious, and I just don't want that. So obviously them sort of videos will come, but not yet. They'll come later. Let me see what someone's saying. Explained it perfectly how these LSG got. Yeah, Lavan. I mean, for those people that, you know, obviously there's only 10 viewers in here, but obviously I appreciate every single one that's listening. Yeah, it's the harsh. That's the reality. The livestock guardians, they'll guard off from a natural reaction, whereas, you know, I don't want to force it into them. I just want it to happen naturally. If it ever does happen, it'll happen from a natural cause. And you just need full confidence in your dog, and your dog needs that full trust in you as well. These dogs, when they're back home, obviously with Destan, for example, it's a perfect example. When he came over, he didn't even trust us. He'd come over to us. Even now, he's okay. But if you try petting him, he's a bit more comfortable now.
But he's still not.
He's not how a dog should, like. He's not got that trust yet.
I don't think people can tell unless you've had a few of the dogs.
Yeah.
It's again one of them what we were speaking to our cousin about. When you get the dog and you get a few of them, you can start realising different traits that they have. What's similar, what's a lot different from a male and a female, for example. By him, he's still not 100% with us. Obviously, that's understandable. He's been with the same. It's not even like he's been passed on from shepherd to shepherd. He was with the same guy for. I'm pretty sure basically how they say he got transferred at around 8 months old to the guy that he was then with for however long he's been with him.
Yeah. Now, and that bond that you get with a shepherd is obviously different to what, like the sort of bond we're gonna have with this dog.
There's none of this there.
There's no collar. There's probably a spike collar on him. Obviously, that's for his own protection.
Safety, but there's none of this stuff on him. It's like if he was off the leash now running about and I was to shout him, 9 times out of 10 he's not coming back.
But the shepherd, he'll bring him back because he's got that trust.
That Destan's gonna know the only reason that shepherd's calling him back is because there's a problem going on, or that he needs to be back for a certain reason. But we don't mind.
Yeah, of course. Okay, Kate, do children ever try and run up to your Kangals to say hello? How do your dogs react if this happens? You know what? I need to make a video on this because a lot of people would think, and probably are misled, that if a kid was to approach this dog, the dog's going to react and just bite. But I can confidently say I've not had this dog for long, and I've already got full faith that if a kid was to come, you'll be able to, you'll know that that's a kid, and he'll react perfectly, very calm. He'll put his head down, want to get petted.
Like a true working dog supposed to
A
be.
true working dog.
True working Kangal should be.
All of our dogs are like that, except for Baron and Reva and Sargon. But I've kind of put that into them a bit.
That's how we wanted them
But
to be.
with these dogs, if a kid was to come up and wanted to pet, I've had it numerous times where people just wanted to. They're curious because you don't really see this sort of dog around, you know. And when you do, and if someone that's actually been doing a bit of research into Kangals and then finally gets to see one, especially, it's a fanboy moment.
We still get fanboyed when we see Kangals. That's how much of a passion we
Not
got
even
for
just Kangals, just whenever.
any
When like we saw Shakti and we were like
that's what I mean.
having a fan dog moment with it. When we saw Kenneth
We
and
seen
his
Bully Cutter.
yeah, we just
That was one of the biggest fanboy moments we had.
yeah. So yeah, to answer your question, these are perfect with kids, with people as well. If you came to this dog and you raised your hand and you were about to attack, obviously the dog's not gonna react nicely. He's gonna react in a more aggressive way. And I mentioned this earlier. It's the same as if I went to my brother and I just come towards him like looking all aggressive and everything. Then my brother's not gonna react in a nice way, and it's the same with the dog.
You're moody, yeah.
Don't forget, you're better off with a huge 80 kg plus Boz or Malakli instead of Kangal if you wanted to market your dogs online to make money. Lavan.
Yeah.
You're very, very true. I mean, I've got all you've got to put then on your advert is I've got the biggest Kangal in the UK. I've got the strongest, badass 100 kg plus.
For those people who are watching this video's probably gonna go on YouTube as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna.
I don't know if it naturally becomes a video on there, like automatically or whatever.
No, it should do.
Let's just go over what a Kangal should be.
Oh yeah, look. I mean, many people. Or do we leave that for? Actually, I'll put it in now. But I'm gonna make a video.
We'll put a little brief one in now. For example, the weight. If it's over 80 kilos, I don't know what you've got there. Unless it's stupidly obese and unfit, it's not a Kangal. Let's be honest. What's the heaviest one we've got?
The heaviest one that we've got is 62 kilos. That was Duman.
There you go, and look how massive Duman is.
We weighed him. He was 48 kilos when he came, 45 kilos when he came over, which is extremely light for this sort of physique on a dog. He lost about 15 kilos, and I'm going to take him to the vets in about 3 weeks, possibly in about 3 weeks' time, and I want his weight to be about 55 kilos. Now, even that weight, you know, you got
certain dogs only.
I've got an XL bully that's 70 kilos of straight muscle. I'm like, put that dog on. You could put a 70 kilo XL bully on this field. It'll run up, it'll run back down, and it'll be on the floor, fucking dehydrated, panting for its life.
And we've spoken to XL breeders, we've spoken to game bred pit fight, we've spoken to the lot, and they always say the same. No one's gonna have this 60 kilo dog, like an XL or a pit, for example, and it be healthy, a dog that can go up and down a field without getting out of breath. If you was to chuck him on here for about 10 hours, he'll naturally know how to use his stamina.
Conservation.
He won't run out of stamina or anything, or run out of breath. He'll happily just get on with it.
Yeah.
Look at the best example is Rukshan. If you look at Rukshan, yeah, you'd think, oh, he's a big 80 kilo
80
dog,
kilo.
Yeah, minimum.
If I didn't know anything about dogs, I think about 70, 80 kilos.
And then with Lavan, when he said, just pet him, you can see where his stomach is. And how much does he actually weigh?
I can't remember exactly, Lavan, so like correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's around about 50 kilos.
That's mad.
52 kilos. Do you know what I mean? So like, there you go. It's just, I think you can get Kangals which are heavier. For example, the original Talas, he was 75 kilos.
That's one of the heavy Kangals they said they've seen, innit?
Yeah, and he was one of the best fighters as well.
What I mean. That's 75 kilos.
Yeah, and he wasn't. I think in terms of height and everything, he wasn't taller, but he had a lot of muscle mass, and he was just a lot more bigger bone. Now you can get Kangals that are 75 kilo, but on average, it's around about 60 kilos, 55, 60 kilos.
Anyone that said they've got 80 pluses
Hasn't got a Kangal.
Yeah.
You can get heavier dogs, don't get me wrong. You can get Malaklis, you can get Bos Shepherds, you can get Anatolian Shepherds. There's,
So even Alabama, you can get some that go to that stretch and they're still healthy.
yeah, it's just the
I
way
don't
that.
think a Kangal is one of them that can go to. You won't see a load of 80. What's up?
Do you know Baron's weight? Oh, he's 53 kilos. Rukshan is.
Roxanne?
Yeah,
There
yeah.
There you go. Stretching off. He thinks he's going for a day's work.
So Baron weighs high 50s. Obviously in the winter they all pack on around about 5 to 7 extra kilos,
Which is fine.
But
But even that though, look at the size of Baron. When you see him in person, he's not a small dog.
he's the
And
biggest.
He's only what 50? How much? How much do you weigh?
58 kilos.
58, that's what I mean, high 50s.
High 50s, and yeah. So just don't think that weight's everything in a dog. It's not. It's how they use that weight and how strong they are for that certain weight.
But
Look at, for example, and it's not even just how they use that weight. It's their mental drive. You can't say to me a weight is the most important thing about a dog. It's probably the least. It's not the least important.
it's not the least important, but it's just not a big thing. But I think the only reason certain people use weight now is a selling point, to be fair.
Let me just go over there too. So back home, he was in this sort of terrain. Anyway, well, not in exactly this sort of terrain, but like high grass fields and whatever. And yeah, he'd spend most of his day there until he heard something. Let's go for a little walk. Let him stretch his legs again. Let me sit down again. 57 minutes this live stream. I mean, if you guys want me to carry on, where Sul has asked, where can I buy a Kangal from? I'm not gonna say just come to me, because you may not like my dogs, you may like someone else's dogs. I feel like there's a few people in the UK that are selling Kangals, which are pure Kangal and how they're supposed to be. So obviously you've got myself, you've got my males, which is I've got Destan, I've got Talas, and then I've got you could say the Kangal cross. They've got some Anatolian, they've got Panther in them. Now I'll go into Panthers in a different video because it's just going to be too long in this video. But it's not pure compared to these dogs. So I've got them as well. And then the other breeders are, so you've got London Kangals, who have Zorbe. Wicked
male.
He's one of the baddest dogs I've seen. His name translates to tyrant, and that's what he is. He's such a proud dog. Let's just say that, very proud dog. And then so that's London Kangals. He's got wicked. He's got a female there at the moment.
We won't say nothing about that female.
Little killer.
I don't know if he's gonna be posted, if he wants to post it or whatever. But we'll keep quiet about little killer.
But he's got a little killer there. Let's just say that.
Let's just say little killer's a savage.
Yeah. Kurt Bogan. So if you can understand what that means, then fair play. If not, then yeah. And then the other breeder is Rohan. He's got Zorro. Zorro's very famous in the Kangal community. I mean, he's the world champion. And obviously, if you see him in person, you'll understand that he's a serious piece of kit. Very, very thick muscle density.
Big dog.
It's just a big dog.
And even him, we asked Rohan how much he weighs and what was it? And Ben is Zorro sitting heavy as well. And Rohan said, what was it, 60 something?
Not 60 something, was it?
I think it was 60, no, but he's sitting heavy though at the moment.
Oh, he's having a poo. I don't want you guys to see that, especially someone that's just entering the live stream. So I'll keep it down. That's what you get with these dogs, man. They're just doing this everywhere. No, I just clicked the off button by accident. Oh, yeah. So what we tend to do here, there's a big walk you can do all the way to the top of that hill, which we do. Most dogs get it. Some dogs will wait for another day, different sort of walk. And then in the evenings, what I'll do is, depends if I'm lazy or not. Some days I'll bring like a decking chair or something. I'll just sit down here with a 40 meter, let him run around, and it'll be it's not enough to get every single perimeter, like edge of the, you know, the perimeter even. But he's got enough places to run. Yeah, this is the leash. So it's just
Yeah, there's a loads of little topics we can go into, but I don't know if we should save them for bigger videos. Like when people get baffled that we don't walk every dog sometimes every day
yeah.
because of the fitness that they get with each other.
A lot of yeah.
But again, that's why you can go into a whole video just discussing that with each single dog.
Yeah, people think that it's funny because I follow a lot of community group chats, you know, the ones that are local to us, and a lot of people on there like hate on people who keep their dogs out in horrible weathers, and I'm thinking, what are you expecting? Some dogs prefer it outside as long as they've got shelter. For example, our dogs, if it's raining, the dogs love it. They'll go outside. They'll be on their backs, arms bent like that. You know, that typical chilled out.
Fully in my zone.
Yeah. And when it's hot, they'll go into the shelter. So like they'll get the best of both worlds. But if someone saw that next door, they'll probably think we're being cruel when that's not the case. You just don't know about the breed. And secondly, you probably don't know much about dogs. If you've got a short-haired dog, maybe like a Corso or something, I don't know if you can leave that out in the snowing, when it's snowing or something, because I don't know if their skin's made for that sort of weather. But with these dogs, they've got a triple layer coat on them, so they can adapt to any weathers. In the summer, it sheds down. Let me go see what its coat looks like now.
Just pop it in.
Shh. So look.
Hardly anything. It's just
Hardly anything. But if you look at his coat in the winter, it's going to be a lot thicker.
the best example of that is Zaria.
Oh yeah.
She turns into a polar bear in the winter.
She turns into a polar bear, and then she turns into
What she is now.
a shaved polar bear. Will you make a YouTube video? Right, this is Terry's mum. Nice dogs, Law. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum, auntie. How are you? Hope you're doing all right. I hope Terry's behaving well and he's not causing you any trouble. If he is, just give him a smack for me. Lachlan asked, will you make a YouTube video or go live when you talk about panther line Kangals?
Of course. We'll have to make.
You tell me. You just, if you want a live stream, I can do a live stream. If you want me to do a video, I can do a video. I'll prefer to make
A video would be better, only because then we can actually sit down and think properly of what we don't want to miss nothing.
Yeah,
and
we
the
don't.
live stream is obviously raw, so you'll end up forgetting something, obviously.
One thing that I'm a bit annoyed about is I let my little brother on my computer. Very expensive. my what's the word? It's my baby.
Possession.
It's my prized possession. So let my little brother on there because he wants to go there. He's only
Not
10.
me,
He's
not
only
you.
no, not this
Not
one.
me.
Although I don't trust him either. I've got a little 10-year-old, and he's messed my computer up. There's literally no way I can fix it. So I can't really edit properly. So yeah, all my files are on there. All my softwares are on there. I'll try my best to try making some sort of video, but it just won't be at that same level. I'm not saying my level's like the best anyway, but it's just gonna be a bit more raw. But to be fair, I kind of like these raw videos anyway because it kind of shows. It's easy, just upload it and it
Like
just
the fox situation before.
yeah, and how the dog got stuck. But yeah, I'll definitely do something.
Anybody else got any other
Is
questions?
Kira your most aggressive dog? So last. Kira is very aggressive. Kira is one of the most aggressive dogs I know.
Nah, Kira's a well-behaved dog.
Kira's very
Sensible,
nice. She's
sensible
very
dog.
sensible. She's alert. She's on command. A very good job Terry has. Very good. When she's out, she'll mind her own business. Same with also these livestock dogs. But the difference between her and our dogs is that she's on command. So when she wants to bark, the owner will let her
We've done that way.
react. Yeah, we'll just go this way. No, but she is strong for her size. But obviously there's a lot of stronger dogs out there. No. I'm only messing, Terry. You know.
Nah,
She's a-
Terry, I hate you, man.
No, we got a couple of. Actually, I'll keep it all a surprise. I'm not going to mention anything. Bro, we need to get some content with my pack and yours. I'm trying to do something totally different in my Instagram, Kenneth. Yeah, bro, you
Kenneth
talk.
is one of the sickest guys I've met, you know.
You know, there's some people that. Okay, Kenneth, don't get too happy in it, but this is just a one-time thing. Kenneth's one of those guys that I've got met through Instagram, who's a real one, and he's like supported me, you know, since the beginning. There's a lot of people that have supported me from the beginning, but he's obviously showed me a lot of love. Kenneth has. He's even come over into Birmingham just to see my dog for like an hour. Do you know what I mean? And he's from London, so fair play to him. But yeah, we'll definitely do a video of both our just our dogs, you know, together. You tell me whenever you're free, we can arrange something.
Hopefully we could have... Oh, you know.
I don't know, but I don't think it's.
What is that? Oh, the trippers. You can just see his head from here.
But I really like. I can't thank everyone enough of how much support you guys do show me. You know, through Instagram, through Facebook, through YouTube. I mean, we're just some normal guys, just doing that thing. Something we enjoy.
Oh, this
You know,
is...
I never when we started, we didn't really want to.
This is
We
like
weren't expecting this.
passion for us.
Yeah. A lot of people do it for money. Obviously, it's a passion, and I like to speak to people and to stay in touch with people that also have the same passion. Obviously, you guys know who you are. I'm not going to name someone because obviously, just in case I miss anyone out. But everyone that I do message and I keep in good touch, they know who they are. And it's nice, passionate guys and girls that are into their dogs, and you know. Jawad, love you, Savasi Kennel. We don't love you back, bro.
You never come flipping. You said you were going to meet us, you
Nah, Jawad, you know the other day when you said you were going to meet us when we had Baron? I'll show you.
Oh yeah. Well, no, it's healed now, obviously.
That's his hand at the moment, so it's obviously that's why we couldn't meet her. But Assalamu alaikum to you and your family. Hope everyone is well, and hope the little ones not causing you too much trouble. Yeah. But how's Boyka doing as well? Is Boyka doing okay? You know, I've seen him on the pictures on your Instagram and on your WhatsApp. He's looking a lot bigger. But obviously, I need to see the man in person and just to see what he's like. Possibly we'll meet up soon, inshallah. When your dog sticks, it looks like it's moonwalking. So, yeah, nah, I'm telling you, man, that's what it is, man.
Majestic, man.
You know, sometimes, you know, the earth shakes. That's how strong they dig it.
Nah, that's Zorro, that is.
Mate, when Zorro digs, I'm telling you, the earth will shake. It's okay. Jawad, ha 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 ha. Come on, Jawad, it's not that funny, man.
Come here, boy.
Yes.
It's nice weather for you, isn't it?
Yeah. So we were going off. So like the max amount of people that have viewed this stream is like 12. It's gone to 7. There's a couple of real ones in here. I stayed. Like I said, if only one person viewed the stream, I'd be more happy. You know what I mean? So the fact that so people are dropping 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's sit down because I feel like that gets more views, isn't it?
I'll sit here with him. You like to sit high up, that's why. We'll sit on this little corner patch with him. Answer a few more.
Definitely, bro. Let me know when you're next free. We do one with Boyka too. Yeah, well, you know what? In fact, we'll upload a video if you want. We'll get Boyka in there. I don't know what dog I'll bring. We'll just get a nice little video out of it.
Fighter.
Fighter. You know what? Fighter's gonna be too much for Boyka. And I think for you as well, Jawad. I don't think you can handle that sort of dog, man. That's done. Pull him out.
Where's the leashes, man? Why is his hair strung up? Oi. Yeah, come here. Wish I could just let him off, man. I can't wait to go to Thingy's place. Hopefully next week.
Yeah, so like for those who missed it earlier, we're taking him to one of our mates' place. And we're just going to put him on a tracking collar, which can range up to about 20 kilometers, which is more than enough because the place is locked off anyway. And we're going to see what he can get, what he can catch, what he can play with. What females is he bringing?
Daria and Kada.
You're bringing them too?
Yeah.
Oh, so we've got Daria, who's from Alton. She's a big girl. She's a very dominant girl. She reminds me of Baron sort of personality.
Yeah.
Then you've got what's the other one? Kada. Kada's from Rambo's sister.
Mm.
Yeah, she's nice as well.
Big boy.
Look, so let's just walk down there. If you've seen something, let's go.
It's fine.
Like I said, he's
Walk away the leash. It's fine. Okay, good boy. Let's go.
I'm here for stud Sebi.
Huh?
Boy, cause like I'm here for stud Sebi. What are you, Jawad? Are you asking to stud yourself? I mean, we can take you to the fertility clinic if you want, but I don't know how that process is going. I'm not going to sit in there and watch you. So, you know, let me know, Jawad, if that's what you want. That's what we'll get.
We can get it sorted for you.
I want my dog to kick back like that. It gives off an alpha presence.
Who said that?
Lachlan. Yeah, no, you some dogs will do it.
Some don't do it.
Some dogs don't do it. I've got the strongest female I have. She doesn't even dig.
I wouldn't say it's
Some
got much
dog.
to do with dominance.
It's not
I
got to do
don't
with
know.
dominance. Sometimes it's got to do with confidence. Some dogs. It depends. So with one of our strongest females, Reva, she's not got the confidence of like this sort of dog. She doesn't know that. But
When it's game
but
time,
when it's game time, she's a
game.
bad bee. Let's just say that. She's our toughest female. Now imagine we've got working females a lot on top of her, and we're still saying that she's our most strongest female. She's a very tough girl.
It's
But
just,
she
the way
will-
that, it's just the way that again, probably the way that she's been raised with
Yeah,
us.
she's a wicked dog, I must say.
Very loyal.
However, if you I don't know if you guys are gonna be watching, but
If you do see her, she's a lovely dog. Lovely, lovely dog. Oi, come this way. He likes to walk on the edges, you know.
yeah,
Don't go in because the thingy's gonna get tangled.
I'm gonna do this stream for another like 15 minutes, and
You know
then
what I mean? Let's just sit down, answer a few last more questions while everyone's gone, and we'll head out.
actually let's do that walk first, and we'll cut it off then. But I'm gonna cut the video off and then let's go for the walk. 'Cause obviously I want to go for his walk today, and then
That's what I'm
we'll
saying, let's just-
we'll shoot off.
Anybody got any last final questions? Anybody?
I've got a German Shepherd cross Siberian Husky. She's not that aggressive towards intruders. Do you know how I can help her be more aggressive? Yeah.
It depends how old she is.
Firstly, so how old is she? Because obviously the younger pups, it takes a lot longer for them to actually, you know, mature and actually get more protective. If she's an older dog, what you can do is because I'm not too what's it called?
So we can help you out with what we know, but we're not also experts in the training field to say.
Yeah.
We've got dogs that have. We've got dogs that.
Is there a person up there? Let me go on there.
No,
You hold it, go in. So yeah, this is what happens when you walk. So I mean, he's just up there. Don't know what he's saying.
Yes, I think you. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe get into personal protection and go to an actual professional and get that done. Because, like I said, each breed's different. If you had a livestock dog, then maybe I can help. But you can also message Kenneth, Cobb Unleashed. He has Alaskan Malamutes and he has a lot of experience with these dogs, and he's got wicked dogs. So just give him a message and hopefully he can help you out. She will bark at the intruders but won't lunge at them more. Yeah, so you can see she's giving you good signs. She's barking. I think you're gonna have to go around so because he's locked in. What it is she's showing good signs because she's barking. She's showing that confidence, but she's not reacting. But obviously she'll start reacting when you start giving her actual protection training, classes and whatever. Because what happens there, some owners don't like the way people like Destan. Some owners don't like the way protection training works because it's not like they're gonna come and shout at your dog. They've got whips there and everything. They're gonna really test your dog to the limit to see where it's at.
And sometimes it can break your dog.
Yeah. Sometimes dog can break, but obviously that's what they're there for. You come back and you get that training in.
People always ask us how we've made Baron the way we made him, or how we've made Reva the way we made her. with them, all it was, we just didn't let them see no one.
Yeah, we've not done much training to them, but they just know what to do now, and this I think it's more than enough. And I feel like if we put anything else in, we can put them on command, but like I said, I don't really want to do that because it's just a bit long, really, to be fair.
And anyone said if they want to see any certain video from us,
Yeah, does anyone want to? Yeah, so if anyone wants to see any
what we
videos,
feed the dogs,
what we feed them, how we walk them,
a shopping spree with the day that we have to go to resupply and food and whatever,
you can do that video. That'll be an interesting video. Butchers.
which is the kibble.
Yeah. So we've got like a big freezer where we put all the meat. Obviously in the hotter months, it's nice to give them like a nice big cold bone that they can chew on, or just keep them nice and relaxed during the heat. And then some bones, they've got that bone marrow in there, and they've got all sorts of good supplements in there, which is there you go. He's shaking the world again. Moonwalking. What you feed them would be a good video. Yeah. I'm gonna Lachlan.
Yeah.
Lachlan, I appreciate you asking me a lot of questions. You're making it very interactive, which I like. It's
Good, man. Good to see the support.
yeah, man. So Lachlan, to answer your suggestion, yeah, I'll definitely be making a video of what I feed them. Maybe a cooking video and like a shopping list.
A resupply video.
A resupply
or a restock video, or whatever it
of
is.
all the kibble we
yeah.
use, the meat we use, the supplements. Only supplement we use is salmon oil. And yeah, hopefully, people can see what to feed their dogs. And it's not just Kangals, you can feed all sorts of dogs the same meal.
All that would differ is the amount you feed them.
Yeah.
Certain dogs more.
I don't really agree with some people's diets that they have and how much they feed them, whatever. I feel like I think a lot of people just completely forget that it's a dog you're feeding, not a human. And most people feed their dogs better than what they feed themselves. It's a dog at the end of the day. You feed it what you think is right for them, not too much, not too little.
The thing is, it's not like it's the same every day. If the dog, like for example, him, if he's done more work today, for example, let's just say, he's gonna get a bigger meal. If he goes one day, or I don't know, and he doesn't go for a walk, let's just say, his meals decrease by a lot, like the amount that we give him, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Certain people, they'll just...
You know what it is? You can't keep your dog in a routine because a real working dog is not in a routine. It's not going to know that I'm going to get fed today. It's more like, when am I going to get fed? Not, oh, am I going to get fed this evening? Do you know what I mean? And that's what... It keeps that dog's hunger in them, and the dog's, thirst for food and whatever. And that way the dog will be more reactive, more active.
But then stop saying that. If someone was to hear that, they probably think, oh, the dog must get aggressive with food then. Over. When in reality, he's only, protective over his food with the other dogs.
Mm-hmm.
With us, you're happy. You can be eating his favourite dish. I don't know. You don't mind.
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, okay, Jawada, Sparrow and Reaver, I genuinely mean it, or something else. They're great all round, and it's honoured to have some of them too. Yeah, man, they're the sort of dogs you need to see in person, but at the same time, they need to be like locked up in the kennels because it's a very.
I've always said Baron and Reaver that they've got everything I want. The only thing I wish I'd put into them was a little more calm.
Yeah, but at the same time, you kind of want that.
That's what I mean.
We'll go to the horses and then we'll end the video there. What was it? Will meat make my dog aggressive? No. If you give the dog meat and you start picking at him, like trying to piss him off or anything, of course.
It won't make him aggressive towards people. It's going to make him aggressive towards you.
However, what I've noticed is when you've got meat and you've got a dog pack, then they could be aggressive towards one another.
Yeah.
But that's common. It's the same. I'm going to base off my experience and with the Kangals. Kangals is the same pack.
Is it aggression though? It's more dominant.
Yeah, I was going to say, like pack hierarchy, the same as wolves. It's the same there. There'll be one dog, no matter how aggressive. So for example, Fighter Jet, she's really aggressive with me. But Sultana, because she's the little pack that I have, she can go over and get at me. But if I...
With Kibar.
Yeah, Kibar's a very proud little female. she'll keep the meat from all of them and she won't back down. Whereas Destan will come over, growl at her and be like, give me that meat, I don't really want to cause much issue on that. Just a bit of dominance. How much are the Turkish collars? They depend, they all depend. Depends what you want. If you want the smaller, thinner collars, which I have on there, they're about 50 quid. If you want more the expensive ones, they can range up to about £100. But you're getting a collar that's never going to break. You've got full trust in it.
Before we met Emra, how many collars in that did we go? How many instances we had with Baron?
Yeah.
Ripping his collar off or his leash. And ever since it's been alright. He doesn't even know what he's about to be fed at home.
So today's food rota is bread. No, not bread. Rice, boiled rice, eggs, a bit of pasta, and some mincemeat, some duck meat today,
Some naan.
and some naan. And yeah, all the dogs are gonna get that. Yeah, just see how they are.
Good boy.
Yeah, let's go up here. We'll end the video because I don't know if my battery's gonna die on this or.
Fair play to the people that have stayed from the start.
Yeah, this I've been maintaining about six viewers,
Yeah.
which is I'm impressed. Nice little live stream. You know, whoever watched, and for those who did watch and just left this,
It's fine.
that you should support in, even if it's for 30 seconds. If you're busy, I don't really mind. Just as long as you're showing. So there's usually horses here, but we ain't gonna see them today, am we? It's a nice little white horse over here. But yeah, we'll just end the video here because I don't think there's going to be any more action. I think I've gone through all the questions and it's already hour and 23 minutes. So, you know, yeah, Lavan, appreciate it, man. No worries. I'm gonna, like I said, you know, next time I'll obviously make it a bit more planned because obviously this was last minute. I thought let me just let people see Destan and whoever did want to see him, they could see him first hand raw. And next time I'll do a bit more pre-planned and get a questionnaire done as well. So
What
people.
you'll do, I don't know if it's a good idea. We'll do a live stream at the end of every week, and on Instagram, if anyone's got any questions, we'll just rack them in. And at the end of the week, we'll just make one video.
Live stream Saturdays.
Friday, Saturdays.
Good point. So yeah, we're gonna shoot off. Go carry on with our walk. We'll finish this and thank you everyone for supporting.
The world, man.
Nice one, Kate. I'm glad you liked the video. So thanks for answering all my questions. As always, I'm here to answer. I'm here to anyone's got any questions or queries.
More questions. We love answering them.
Yeah. Nice one, everyone. I hope thank you, Lachlan. Thanks for answering all the questions. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'll see everyone next weekend when I'll do the next live stream, and hopefully you can tell someone, tell a friend to join the live stream.
Even this one, we've got something planned already. Actually. We've got something planned.
All right. Take care, everyone. Just make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and you know, just the same old, man. You know how it works. Okay, man. How do I don't even know how to end it. Like I said, I'm new to the live stream, so I don't even know how to end it. I think if I cross it, I'll go. Alright, yeah. Take care, everyone.
Bye, be careful.